Hey everyone, I'm Pion and welcome to my release report for Space Food Truck. The game finally leaves early access on the 25th of March and I want to give you an update on what changed and whether or not I think it is worth buying right now. Spoiler alert, I think it is well worth it. Anyway, if you're looking for gameplay, I'm not going to talk about gameplay too much in this video because the gameplay did not really change a lot, and I did go into detail about that in my old video, so you can check out that video if you want to see gameplay. It's either linked in the description below or on the other side of the screen. Should be a clickable link right now. So, what did change? Well, the biggest issue, not an issue, the biggest change, anyway, is that the game has difficulty settings now. So we have three different difficulties. This one is the hardest one. It's called Tie Hard, if I remember correctly. And the things that are affected by the difficulty settings are the levels of your shield and your FTL at the beginning of the game. So you see we only have 2 shields, 2 FTL charges, or capacity. If you start on the easy difficulty, you have 4 and 4, I believe, or 5 and 5, not quite sure actually, but I believe it's 4 and 4, so it's way easier from that position, obviously. And you have you start with 9 HP as well, so that makes a difference as well. Also, because we started on the hard difficulty, some things are broken already. So we have a broken research panel, a broken drawing pod, and a broken door. The crisis is not depending on the difficulty. That's just a random event from the first turn on this particular round, so I just got unlucky there. But yeah, some things are broken and your ship is not as upgraded as on the lower difficulties. So that's the big difference here for the difficulty settings. What else? I think, well, first let's comment on that. I think it's good that we have different difficulties. It's always good to have options in the game, and especially this game can be quite hard, which is a good thing. Especially, like, if you play a game like this, like it's a board game, Rogue-Lite thingy, where you're supposed to play it multiple times. If it is too hard, you will get frustrated very quickly. If it is too easy, you will complete it and then you will done with the game. So that's both not good scenarios. So having multiple difficulty settings is actually a really good idea. So you can start on a lower one to get some early success and feel rewarded, and then you can improve the difficulty to play the game over and over again and make it more interesting and more challenging for you. So I think adding difficulty was a really, really good addition for this. And yeah, as I said, that's the main difference. Most of the rest, most of the other changes are very, very minimal. So what did change though? So gameplay wise, we have a few more events and cards, and in general there's a little bit of balancing going on, so the game is just a little more fun now than before, but nothing really changed. It's just like a few events are more likely than others, we have more cards and stuff like that, so that's good. Also, graphical wise, the game improved. If you take a look at the map, for example, it still doesn't look amazing or really cool, but at least you can notice all the paths and systems clearly now. So that's good. That was not as great in the early access version, so that's a good improvement. Anyway, if the systems get clustered like this, it's still kind of hard to see the connections between them, and sometimes you think there's no connection when in fact there is one. But yeah, so that still happens, but that's not too big of a deal. It's way better than before, so that's good. There's a weird bug in this version still. You can just hear it right now. The music stops to loop after some time for some reason. I'm not sure. I think that's a bug at least. Like, it sounds like a weird feature if it is not a bug. So yeah, I hope they fix that. This is the release build, but the game's not released yet at the time of recording. But so there still might be a bug fix version before a release. So yeah, but this is meant to be the release build. So what else? Well, gameplay-wise, no, it was bad graphics. So we talked about gameplay already. So the map improved. Also, we have a bunch of new animations for cards and stuff like that. So small things that make the game look a little nicer. But the core graphics obviously did not change because the graphic style is very, very defined and finished. So that did not change. I still like the art style of this. I really like it. Like, the characters all look really cool and cute, and the ship design is really good as well. So yeah, let's actually jump out of here and take a look at the main menu, shall we? So this did not change at all, I believe. So we still have local game and online mode, where you either can create a lobby and other people will randomly join, or you can invite your friends, or you press find online game and you are thrown into a random lobby someone else created. So those are still the game modes that are available. There is actually a small community of people playing this online right now. But as I mentioned, the game is actually not released yet at the time of recording, so this might, like, the player base might increase when the game actually goes out of early access on the 25th of March. So before buying, just check out Steam Charts, SteamDB, or the Steam Spy to check out the current concurrent player numbers for yourself if you want to play the multiplayer. But however, the game is totally fine in single player, as I said, or I did not say, but as I said in my first video, the game is totally fine in single player or in hot seat mode with a friend or family member right next to you. So that works very well. Tutorial wise, we still don't have an interactive tutorial, but we have videos now, like video tutorials, which is obviously an improvement, but still would be nice to have a proper interactive tutorial and not just a manual to read through. So that's quite a shame. The option menu, I believe, did not change at all. We have resolutions, full screen on or off. However, full screen is actually borderless window mode, VSync on or off, 2 separate sound sliders, and you can turn off the data collection. There is no key rebindings. We have key bindings now, that's another improvement, but we cannot rebind them or actually see them anywhere. So that's a little weird, but there are key bindings now. So it's good to have them, I think, but it's still a little weird that we can't actually rebind them or see them, so that's a shame. Anyway, my biggest concern actually with this game is that we don't have localization. The game is just in English. It's obviously very text-driven, so you have to read a lot of card texts and a lot of event text to figure out what is going on and to decide what to do next. If you're not fluently reading English, that's obviously a problem and might it harder or even impossible for you to play the game. So that's quite a shame. Obviously, if you're watching this video, I'm saying obviously a lot in this video, right? So if you're watching this video, your English is probably good enough to understand all the texts in the game well enough to play it. But for other people, this is still a big concern. So it would be nice to have localization support for this game. Oh, the music started again. Great. Interesting. So there seems to be a long downtime between the loops for some reason. But the music is back, so that's good news. Did I forgot something? No, I think this is all, actually. As I said, localization support, meh. What I would like to see, and there's no sign for that, which is a shame, is a physical version of this game. I would totally buy a physical version of this. Like, that would be amazing. I would like to play this on a board game board game night with my friends or family. That would be a great game for that, I believe. I'm always looking for good co-op games. I like deck building games, so this game is... I really love it. I love the core gameplay. It's really good in my opinion. At least it's a lot of fun for me. I think the mechanics are good and the genre caters to me. So that's why I like it quite a bit. And the theme is great as well. So anyway, let's wrap this up. As I said, so if you're into the single player and your English is good enough, I totally recommend the game to you if you're into that sort of thing, obviously. If not, then you're probably not watching this video. So anyway, I can totally recommend the game in that case. If you're looking for online multiplayer, make sure you check out the player base first. But it looks like the game will have at least some player base for the first few weeks, or maybe later, maybe longer than that after release. So that's an option as well. And yeah. Just make sure your English is good enough. So I'm happy with how the game turned out, and I'm probably gonna play it a little more. So let's wrap this up. Thanks all for watching, have fun, and see you next time.